Hi, welcome to Forest Rock Qigong. This is a 10-minute Qigong practice for lower back pain or any back pain you have. I'll go through the 10-minute exercises and then at the end I'll go back again and explain a little bit more about each of the exercises. So the first exercise we're going to do is called Turn and Gaze at the Moon, and it's an exercise where we stretch our spine. So put our hands so our fingers aren't touching each other, and we're going to turn to the right side. I'm going to mirror you, and you go to the right side and you go from the bottom and you bring it up as though you're looking through your hands at the moon above your head. So you're looking up into the sky. And you come back to the center, and then you turn to the other side, and you're looking through the hands. Looking back to the center, and so you're rotating your hips, your knees, your ankles, everything's rotating. Your spine, your neck, everything rotates as you turn. And back to the center. Now the breathing for the exercise is you breathe in when you come up, and you breathe out when you come down. Breathing in when you come up, and out when you come down. Now stay double weighted during this exercise, so the weight's evenly between your right and your left foot. So all it is, the body is rotating, there's no change of weight. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. It's a very good exercise to stretch your back, your lower back here. One more. And then breathe out. It helps stretch the gallbladder meridians. The gallbladder meridians travel down the side of the body, and also the liver meridians. Good for the spine, good for flexibility of the spine as well. So the next exercise is called Scoop the Sea, Toss to the Sky. Yep. Now this, we've done the rotation of the spine. Now we're going to do the spine backwards and forwards. Yep. So leaning forward with your foot, you're bending down. It's like scooping the water out of the sea. And we're at the beach, so that's very opportune to be in the right place. And you throw it in the air. You're coming down, you're bending forward. Now all the weight's on the front leg, and when I go back, all the weight changes onto the back leg. So breathe out on the way down. Breathing in as you stand up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Take the other side. Step to the other side. Change weight on the back. And then change weight onto the front leg. Then back. Breathing out on the way down. Breathing in on the way up. Now alternate the hands at the bottom. So you have one hand in front on one time, and then one hand, the opposite hand in front when you do the second. Make sure the hands don't touch. Do one more. And then bring your hands down. Next exercise is called two hands grasping your heels, tapping your legs to strengthen the kidneys in the lower back. I didn't make up that name. It's a really long name. It's from the Bhagwan Jin. Yeah. And so this exercise has got three parts to it. Yeah. So we'll go through all three pieces of it for you. So we start with our hands facing towards the ground. Lower yourself down Bring your palms towards the front and your hands go back. They go over the top and then they come down the front. Now you're going to have to watch me do this exercise because you're going to have your head down. So you're going to go all the way down the bottom and you let your arms just drape. Yep. You take a breath in and then breathe out, let the whole body slump down. You can feel the stretch of your lower back. And let's sit right down. Have your knees slightly bent. And then go around the back of your heels and you massage the back of your legs. Back of your knees, hamstrings, all the way up to your gluteus maximus, to your kidneys, and then you're going to slap, which is cool far, and you're just going to slap your back of legs. It's the bladder meridian. You're going to activate that to the outside of your toes, all the way to the inside of your toes. Drape your arms down, and then slowly stand back up again. Good. So we'll do that again. So this time we're going to have slightly different. We're going to go a different direction for that. So the same thing, go lower yourself down, palms towards the front, and breathe in. Lower your arms down again. Bend the waist. So you want to feel the bend at the waist. Get to the bottom, and then you feel your whole spine hanging, and take a breath in and breathe out. Just let it sink right down so you feel your whole spine sink down low and your hands go right down low. Very good. Now I want you to go around the side of your legs this time and massage the outside of your legs. Outside of your knees. Outside, this is the gallbladder meridian. Outside of your hips, right up to your kidneys. And then slap your kidneys and your gallbladders all the way down the outside to your little toes on the outside. Then tap all the way around into the center. Drape your arms down again, feel the stretch in your spine, and then slowly stand up again. Good. One last time. Bring your hands up again. Go down, palms to the front. The hand comes up. Bending forward. Drape your arms down. Take a breath out. Relax your spine. Feel the spine stretching. Good. Inside of your legs. Massage the inside of your legs. Inside of your legs. Through your groin. Then round to your kidneys. Massage up to your kidneys. Then cool far around the outside into your groin. And slapping on the way down. Inside of your foot this time, right round to the outside of your toes. Drape your arms down and slowly stand up. Very good. The next exercise we're going to do is called Zenfa the kidneys. It's an exercise from the Long Life Qigong system. You're going to make two fists. The holes in where the two holes are in your fists are going to bang the back of your kidneys with your kidneys. And you're going to hit them like this. And you hit them like that. And you're activating your kidneys. You're going to do this 50 times, yeah? And you're activating the kidneys and the kidney meridians. So it's bringing stimulation in the kidney chi, yeah? Also helps with the adrenals. And also helps with reproductive health as well by activating the kidney energy. Good. And the last one, bring your hands around to your lower dantian. And then take a breath in and breathe out there. Bring your hands up below your navel. For a female, you need to put your right hand with your left over the top. For the males, your left for the right over the top. And we'll do long, slow, quiet breaths. So breathing in slowly. This exercise helps to consolidate your chi and return the energy back to your lower dantian. Helps to calm your mind. Helps to regulate your heart. Good. Very good. So that's the 10 exercises, or the exercises for the 10-minute practice. So I want to go back over a couple of them just to talk a little bit about how the mechanics of them work. So turn and gaze of the moon is a really famous exercise, but it's like ringing your towel. You ring your towel one way and ring it the other way. So we're turning our spinal column one way, and then we're turning it all the way around the other way. We stay double weighted. So you feel the stretch and all the ligaments are turning right around as you turn, do the gaze, and then you turn them all the way around the other way. Yeah. That's such a useful thing to do to help with your spinal health and your back health, because you want all the ligaments, tendons to be nice and supple and nice and relaxed. You don't want them stiff. Yeah. And so the exercise, when you do that, make sure your fingers don't touch. They're apart. You're turning and you're looking through the hole between your hands. Feel the twist in your spine. Come back downwards. Feel the hips rotating. As your hips rotate, brings the arms around, and you breathe in on the way up. And you breathe out on the way down. Breathing in on the way up. Breathing out on the way down. Very good. The next exercise is called Scoop the Sea. There's another very famous exercise, a very good exercise for your back. Yeah. So we're stepping forward, and as we step forward, so this is 100% change weight from the back foot to the front foot. So as we go forward, it's like scooping the sea, or scooping the water out of the sea. And you're standing backwards. Now when you go back, and I'm leaning backwards, basically I'm standing on one leg. There's no weight in the front leg. It's just sitting on the ground. I've got all the weight in the back leg. And when it comes to the front leg, the same for the front. I've got all the weight in the front leg, and there's no weight in the back leg, yeah? And so I'm stepping up. So 100% weight change. And I'm doing that. Now I breathe out on the way down, and then I breathe in on the way up. Now remember, alternating hands at the bottom. So you have your right hand in front one time, and then your left hand in the other. And then we come down to do the same thing. So we have this idea of the crossover hands. Make sure the hands don't touch the whole time. There's always a gap between the arms. And it comes to the top. Yeah, you're leaning backwards. So you feel that spinal lean back one way, and then you're leaning back the other way. Yeah, and then you come forward. That's a great exercise. So we've done the rotation of the spine. Now we've gone forward and backwards. Yep. And now we're going to go forward, right forward, and we're just going to sit on it. Now I won't go through all the practice because it was all similar. But the idea is when we get to the bottom, the most important part why this is good for your back is, besides the fact when you load it up, you bend, you come up. When you go forward, you're bending forward with your back. You bend forward, and you get to the bottom about here. And you can feel your back, you can feel the tension in your back. And when you get to about there, you take a breath in and breathe out and just let the whole body settle down. You feel the whole body sinking and your lower back stretching all the way down to here. Now, I have my legs bent. You can have them straight if you like. And the idea of you bend your knees, yeah? And then we go around in the grasp, and we go up to the back. We kufa, which is the slapping on the way down. You massage on the way up, and you kufa, which is the slapping all the way back down. We do it from the back of the legs, from the side of the legs, and from the inside of the legs. Yeah. So all three. There's three different parts of that same exercise. Yeah. But the key to that is that we're using this for a back exercise to help back pain, is that when you stretch down and just relaxing, letting the natural body's weight stretch the lower back, and you can feel it. It's a lovely feeling. You sort of sit there and the body just sort of sinks down, and you can feel the stretch happening in your lower back, and it's a lovely feeling because you're not putting any pressure on it. You're just doing it with the own body's weight slowly relaxing into it. So it's a good way to do this without any pressure on your back. Yep. The last one, the Zenfa, your kidneys. Now this is because we get a lot of pressure in our lower back. These exercises with Kufa, which is the fist hitting your back, so it's a really popular exercise for stimulating your kidneys. But because what happens is when our kidneys get depleted in Chinese medicine, the back aches. When the kidneys are empty or your battery's flat, the energy around your kidneys make the back ache. And so quite often you have a lower back pain. It's got nothing to do with anything except it's got to do with the kidneys. Especially if you haven't had an injury or something where you've actually hurt your back lifting something, and you just all of a sudden you've got a sore back and you don't know where you got it from. The chances are it'll be a kidney depletion that's creating this pain. Because the kidneys, when they run out of energy, they stagnate, the chi stagnates, and it gets really stiff. So what this does by doing the Zenfa on the kidneys, which is the punching of the kidneys, what it does is activate the chi in the kidneys, stimulates the chi in the kidneys, activates the energy in the meridians as well, and so it activates the whole thing. And you'll find even just doing this exercise alone, you might find your lower back pain dissipates because of that. Yeah. The last one is just the standing, where you stand still and your hands are lower down to yin. Yeah. And sit there quietly. And this is a place where you're returning your mind and your heart, your shin starts to relax, your mind starts to relax, and you take a breath in and you breathe out and relax, and take a long breath in, long breath out, and just sit and feel the relaxation happening in the body. Where you do nothing at all, just breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly. And even though it's a windy day today, you can still feel, I can still feel my body, even though the outside's getting blown, inside I can feel my body just sitting down and resting. Inside my body's just calm and peaceful inside my body, even though it might be buffeted on the outside, but inside's really quiet. If you have any questions about these exercises for your lower back pain, please ask, you're very welcome. And practice them every day. You'll find they not only take away the pain in your back, they also strengthen your back as well. Cheers. Bye-bye.